All right then. So here, chest opening with roller down the spine. So you can go ahead and lay back with your tail supported and all the way back to half the head supported. And then here, arms extend out, palms to the ceiling, and do a little rocking from one side to the other. To really massage into the edge of the scapula and a little bit more lateral. So you can feel the blade shift here underneath the ribs in this position. Get a nice little massage into the SI joint area around your sacrum. It feels amazing, right? To just massage out the base of the skull, the muscles around the shoulder blades, get into the medial glutes a little bit. And noticing the weight shift in your feet as you go from the right to the left and back again. And then, of course, by keeping the back of the hands grounded, even if the hands slide a little on the floor, you're still going to get that good pull across the shoulder and into the upper arm. And then we'll come back to center. And then hug the air over your chest, embrace the air above you. Exhale, the arms slowly open, they descend with control to the ground. And then we lift again. Body expands with the inhale, and then knits together on your exhale. Breathe in as deeply as you can to the bottom of each lung, and then exhale and slowly pump the air out. The belly will deepen, the ribs knit together, and then we do this again. Coming up, take your time. Feel the weight of the shoulders when the arms are lifted, and then let the blades hug the roller beneath you as the arms open wide. Do that again. The belly rises with the inhale and knits together as you exhale. The spine, sink it down deep, and then one more time. Picture your feet sinking deeper and deeper into sand. But your feet are heavy into the ground. And then we'll lift the arms and point the fingers to the ceiling. And just exhale and widen the collarbones for the blades drape down. And inhale, shrug the shoulders up, the arms lift up high, see how high you can reach, and then exhale, pull the blades down, nice and easy. We lift on the inhale and melt on the exhale. Arms coming up, the blades widen, and they curve around the outer part of your ribs, and they knit back down to hug the roller beneath your body. Let the blades be supported on the curved edges of the roller. And again, to breathe in here. And exhale to release. And then turn the palms forward as you inhale, and exhale, glide the arms down at your side. Parallel arms parallel to the roller. Lift the arms on the inhale and exhale, swing them back by your ears, stretch your waist. And then lift the arms forward and exhale all the way forward and down. Stay there. Coming up with the arms to the sky and exhale, press back, reach out long. And the arms rise. And then exhale as the belly goes down. The hands lower slowly to the ground. Lift again and exhale and reach back. Well, let's stretch from your fingers to your armpits to your hips. And then forward again. Do it one more time, pushing the air aside, and then resting on the air curves under your arm. And then reverse the direction. So breeze sits up your arms, and then the breeze comes down, and the arms settle to the floor. Hands to your shoulders, elbows are wide, they come in by your waist, and then they scoop up, out, around, and down. One breath per circle. A short inhale, a longer exhale. And allow your shoulders to shrug, to lift, and then sink. So you get a lot of nice massage here. Shrugging the shoulders and melting them down. The blades moving underneath you and on top of your roller. Circle in this direction. Complete the circle and let's reverse it. Low and back, forward, around, and in. Picturing the two circles that you're drawing in the air being exact mirror images, one to the other. Feel how this stretches out your armpit, the tricep, the lat. You feel the tone into the muscles around your chest. Let's bring this connect into your external obliques. And then complete this and extend the arms forward. And we'll take the arms up and back by your ears. And then sweep the arms wide forward and around. Palms rotate down at the end of the movement and we lift again. Big stretch here. And then go out as far as you can away from your center with the arm movement. First, you yawn your body open and you do your angel wings, snow angels here in the air. Palms down, one more. Hips rounded, hold the belly a little taut as the arms go back so you don't arch the spine. Let's reverse it with the palms up and circle out to the side. Your arms lift as they go past the head of the shoulders. You exhale and you push the air down with each arm. And then rotate, circle back. Exhale, press. Let this movement help open and expand the chest and expand the side. And then exhale and push the air down so you pump the air out of your lungs. One last one. Let through the air with the arms and then press it to the floor. And now dive arms, thumbs together, index fingers together, wrists are straight, and you swing the arms back on the inhale, and then forward on the exhale. Again, preventing the back from arching additionally, you just maintain that small arc at the waistline under your body. And reach it back now. And exhale forward here. Two more like this. Full deep breath in. And a long slow breath out. Don't pressure hand to hand. Feel that work in the upper arm muscles and into the chest wall. All the way forward and down. And then here we're sliding off of the roller. I'll just take it under the neck for a moment. Knock your knees in, feet apart, and pull the roller in towards your shoulders. We'll turn it from side to side. Take your time, massage across the base of the skull. And picture your head getting heavier, twice its weight with every turn. Right, and with every turn to the left. You also start to lift your gaze and massage a different part of the skull here, the connective tissue. Getting this steady massage back and forth. And if you find a spot that's particularly tense, stay there and just do micro movements, maybe circles around the point of tension to help that dissipate and dissolve. You can do some micro movements on one side or the other or both. And we'll just do a couple exercises for hip opening. Down, lift your hips up. And we'll pull the legs into the chest and then up to the ceiling. Start with your scissors, one leg back, one leg forward. Open up the hip and switch. Keeping the legs in their own line of movement, right? So that when the feet pass, they're moving 3 to 4 inches apart. That matches up with the width of your hip sockets. And imagine your feet going a little further out into space with every breath. Find a little bit more length in the muscles, a little bit more space in the joints. Keep pulling the roller towards you with your arms. And then we'll come up to the top, side splits, legs and turn out, and the legs pull apart. And then exhale, draw them together. Inhale it open, you keep that external rotation. And then close again. Reach it open now, and exhale, pull together through. One more. Push the space between your legs, and then open. And then come to the top and scissor split, left leg back, right leg forward. And now rotation of the hips, we're going to circle legs out wide, around, back into a split. There's your scissor position, and then reverse the circles. So it's as if you're holding a large ball here between your feet, and you spin it right above the pelvic floor, right above your hips. Pulling the legs back over your chest, over your face. And one final set. And then we can pull both knees in and exhale, lower the feet down. Lift your hips up and lower the hips up to the side. And here, just pull both knees into your chest, embrace it in, nice and tight. And with one hand to each knee, circle the knees away from each other and towards each other again. A little bit more mobility in the joint, and also a little bit of release of tension in the low back. One more circle in this direction. Pull the knees in and then reverse. They go forward and away, then wide, back into your chest and together. Make it nice and smooth as you move here with your breath. And one more circle like this. Give your feet smooth the path of the legs, and then hug the knees in, and roll forward and up to sitting to take it back into hundreds. So heels grounded, chest can be up, arms forward, curl the tail up, look down into your abs, come all the way down to your best upward curl, and then extend the legs and we pump the arms, inhaling and exhale. You feel the reach of the hips forward and down as the eyes rest here on your navel. Push the air up, you push it down actively. Inhale for 5 beats, exhale for 5 more. See if you can find the tip of your blades and lift up and forward away from them, almost like they're propelling you forward into space. And you can change the angle of your legs as you start to warm up, maybe lower them. If you start to tire, lift them or fold them back down. But be at a place where the psoas muscles support the legs, but the abs are supporting the pelvis. Holding it steady as you move the arms up and down. One more breath. And then folding everything in. Lay your head down and turn your head easy side to side. And from here, we extend the legs for roll up. You can add ankle weights to your ankles, or use a TheraBand for taking the arms up to the ceiling and back if you're not using the band. Lift the arms, start to lift the head, neck, and chest as the shoulders sink down. Pull up, big exhale. Suck the waist back as you drive forward in capital C here. Feel a stretch in your back and the back of your legs. And then we can stay low here as we pull the tail forward and up. As you lift your gaze, the arms rise, and then you suspend from your fingers, come down slowly inch by inch into the ground with every single vertebra moving in its turn. We lift the arms again. The sternum drops a bit so that there's a slight curve forward through the chest wall. That allows you to have this flexion here as you round forward over your legs. And then coming back, rotate the pelvis around the top of your femurs. Sink yourself down with control. Every inch of your belly releases you inch by inch to the floor. Beyond the arms open and lift again. Exhale, come up with the head, the spine flows following it. Dive the head over, pull the waist back. So let's stretch and then lengthen to the center of each foot. Push the feet away from you as you curve around over your glutes. Come down, both legs working equally. Both on the way down and the way up. And we'll do one last one. Pull yourself forward with the breath and then count over your legs. Stretch it out. And on the way down, we're thinking we're getting ready for the single leg circles. So be sure you know where your TheraBand is. And then we'll take that and place the center of the band on the ball and top of the arch of your right foot. Extend the leg up to the ceiling, maybe wrap the band around your hands, and then slide the elbows towards your waist. Inhale to point the foot, exhale to flex it, point the toes down towards your knees, and do it again. Reaching here through working through all the muscles in your foot. And feel that work into the calf as well. End with a soft point and circle the right leg over to the left and then down low, out to the side, and external rotation and up to the top in neutral. So you reach out, really try to stretch the band. Pivoting here from your elbow point. Lengthen the leg, push it forward. Keep pushing it out and away from your hips as your hips drop into the mat. The left hip will get heavier before the leg moves to the right, and vice versa, right hip heavy, and then the leg moves to the left. We'll come to the top here, lengthen, pause, and reverse. Up to the right, open the inner thigh, and push the leg forward, drag it across, giving it a stretch to the outer thigh and hip. This really helps release tension in the IT band as you stretch the lateral quad and the hamstring. Feel the support of your upper arms into the mat, helping you support the weight of your legs. And we complete with one more circle here. Out into space, draw a spiral that gets further and further away from you. And now we'll take the ends of the band in your right hand. Actually, rotate the leg and pull it out to the right, while the left side gets heavier and sinks into the ground. Rock the right leg a little bit, slow and small movement here. So you get to stretch more than just one line in your inner thigh muscles in those adductors. And now we exhale to pull the leg up to the ceiling. Switch hands now on the band. As the foot reaches for the ceiling, and then extend the right arm out as you cross the right leg over. You can pull it towards your shoulder. You can also bend the knee a little bit if it's too much in the hamstring, but then rotate the upper thigh internally to get more stretch in the glute and into your low back. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale it slowly. And now we're pulling the hip down from the left shoulder to the waist to the right glute, and then lift the leg up. Pull the leg back in, an additional stretch here at the back of the thigh, even if the knee is bent, as long as you can feel it where you want it in the hamstring, that's perfect. And then we can fold the knee into your chest and head that into your bust. The left leg stretches a little further out to the center of the foot as you pull the right one in. And now let's release that right leg down. Both legs get a little shake. It should feel almost shocking that the right leg has descended so much into the ground and the left one is still floating above. So now we pull the left leg in and give it a chance at this release. So here we go. The band goes on the foot. Extend the leg up. Secure the band in your hand, and the right leg is directly in front of the joint. So we lift the leg up and point the foot and then flex, bend the toe. As you lift the heel, think of lifting up through the heel and down through the sit spread on that side for a little additional lengthening. And then with the soft point, we pause and then we circle. Inhale across the body to the right, and then exhale, go low. Out around to the side and up to the sky. And again, reach and circle. Cross it over, reach it forward and down. Up to the top and lengthen again. But feel your breath move through your body. Deep inhale, longer exhale. And then here we'll come up to the top, pause and reverse. Out to the left, right side rounded. Exhale, reach longer as you draw the circle in the air above you. So the work in your core, looking to stabilize your hips, stabilize your torso on the mat against this weight and movement of your leg. Make it easier to stabilize on one side versus the other. And one final circle here. Pushing forward with the foot, keep pushing back with the arms. And then the left hand holds the strap and you open that left leg out towards the ground. Counter rotate the pelvis to the right and push it down by taking your right hand under your thumb and rest. Then we rock the legs, small movement. And then as we exhale, pull the leg up to the ceiling. Switch hands when the leg is vertical. And then we'll bring your left leg to the right, crossing it over, slowly lifting the hip, the waist, the ribs, but keeping the scapula down. Look to your left hand as the arm extends across the floor and rotate that leg internally. Pull it back a little bit and do some little tiny pulls and releases. And then we exhale, unwind, bring the left hip down to lift the leg high and take an additional stretch. And then we can fold the knee in, make it tight, and to the side. After the embrace, we slide the leg forward, shake out your legs, and then feel how much more relaxed your back is. Okay, so let's pull the left knee in, lift the right leg up to the ceiling, and going forward and up. Right into position for rolling like a ball. You have the option, you can take the ball between your thighs, you can even take one between your heels and your sits bones. And hand position either on the back of both thighs or on the front of the shins. Curl the waist back. We're going to inhale, lift the tail and roll your shoulder blades, hips in the air, and then exhale forward to balance. So we'll scoot back on the midline of your mat and then straight forward on the midline of your mat. One of the reasons we do that is to help the body learn how to work equally on the right and left sides. And you adjust your energy so that you go back without slamming your head and you come forward with enough energy to bring yourself to your sacrum, but not so much that you overshoot the mark and land with your feet on the mat. We're doing one more here. Big breath forward to come up, and now we'll move into the absence. So we'll pull the right leg and right hand at the ankle, left hand below the knee on the shin. Curve your way down with a little extra push to the shin forward, so you take your time getting into position. Inhale, we switch, and exhale, switch. One leg pulls in tight, the other one extends out. If your knee is an issue, your hands can go on the back of the thigh. You don't have to pull the leg in that close. Go where your body wants you to work. We're going to end up with one more set here, ending with the left leg pulls in, and then the right leg comes in to meet it. Double leg stretch, arms and legs lift. Circle the arms wide as you pull the knees in. So you stretch your body out into space and you pull it into a ball. Lengthen here like you're suspended like a hammock from two trees, and then embrace it in. Reach again, maybe a little further apart with the fingers and the toes. As long as you don't lose your upper arm curl, you can extend the shape. One more. And then scissors right leg up, left leg forward and down. Stretch the legs, and then we switch on the inhale, we switch on the exhale. Gaze down your midline. Use the arms to pull the leg back for the stretch in the back of the leg. You track the legs here, they move in their same track, and two parallel train tracks here. One final set. Again, and lift the left leg up, bring the right leg up, and then support the base of your skull. Pull the head up higher, pull the elbows down again. And then we let the legs reach forward into space. Exhale, suck the belly down, and lift the feet up. And think of your chest, your head following the legs forward and then lifting up to make the legs as they come back closer to you. Press it away. Exhale. Belly deepens. Curve up towards your thighs. One last one here. And then we'll twist to the right and then to the left. The legs shoot forward and long. Try to reach a little bit further. Try to touch the wall in front of you. And come up with the chest. You're not just going sideways, you're adding a little bit of more oblique work here to pull the arm towards the upper thigh. Go for one last set here. First to the right, then to the left. Pull everything in and relax back down. Hug the knees in again. And then let's stretch the legs forward and the arms back. Just open up the front line of your body after all that abdominal work. Take another deep breath in, fill your lungs to capacity. Exhale, release the air out. And then we lift the arms and roll up. Exhale, come forward. And we'll take the legs open for spine stretch. The arms can start forward here, parallel to the ground, or you can lift them up by your ears. In which case, you return the palms back, take your upper body extension, and then palms forward, dive forward over the space in front of you. Your head dives down as if you're bringing your forehead between your knees. Press down through your heels, through your sits bones, sink the tail, and you zip your back up a wall. And then waterfall over the top of it. The lower part of the body is vertical, and then go forward and bounce over here, suck the waist back. Once you're down, you come up again. Once your gaze take you up and back. And then your gaze brings you forward, look at the horizon, and look down into your unfold. Last one like this. And we'll come back all the way down to the arms to your feet, to your ankles, to your legs someplace. And pull the chest back, a little more stretch as you pull the waist back as well. And then we're bringing the heels in for open leg balance and rock garden. So your hands can rest right above your ankles or your shins, arms to the inside of the legs. And then we'll extend the right leg up. Take it to a place where you feel a stretch and then bring it back down. As you extend the leg, the hand may roll a little bit laterally, and then it comes back on top and even medially as you pull the leg in. Have your hands where you get enough support for the weight of your leg, and really try to feel the stretch. Also, balance exercises where you can load the body asymmetrically. Both legs up, or load with symmetrical movement, and then bring it back down. Lift again here, reach up to the center of each foot, not necessarily just the toes. And once more, take it up and hold it up. And we get ready to roll. So look into your abs, curl the tail up to start the movement back. Balance on your shoulder blades. Come forward to balance point there, hopefully, right? And we take it back again. Inhale back to the tip of the blades, and the exhale starts. So you're already into the exhale as you start to move forward. And here, close the legs, either bend the knees and support them on the way down or leave them in the air, teaser position. And then we curve the tail up and the spine down. We can lift the legs up to the ceiling here. All right, so let's bend your knees down. And we'll start a little bit of practice with the advanced corkscrew. So the feet grounded, we're coming up into a shoulder bridge. So curl the tail up, ripple the spine off the mat, come up and push down with your feet, down with your outer arms to lift the chest. Now we'll rotate to the right. So you tip your hip, you tip your chest wall, and then you come down on the right side of the spine. So there's a line of muscle there about 2 inches to the right. Go all the way down to the glute, and then tuck still with that rotation. Come all the way up and then center. And then we tip the body to the left. Go down the left side of the spine. Touch the glute down, keep that rotation here. Come up and then you center the body and then tip to the right. You're down on the right side. Touches, coming up on the right. Center and then tip to the left, go down here. And we come up on the left side. Let's come center and go down the midline. And so we're going to work a little bit here on the advanced corkscrew. The next step would be to grab your roller and take it across under your hips. So lift the hips up. Hold the roller in position with your arms. And then you bring the legs in. We're actually starting from a jackknife position. Be sure you never turn your head while you do this. Lift the legs up to the ceiling, and then you can bring the legs up to a balance point on your shoulders. From there, you tip your hips to the right and go down the right side of your spine until your hips hit the roller. You take the legs a little forward, and so on that twist, you're coming up, push into the arm, lift with your body twisted, come center, and then twist to the left. You go down on the left side, and then extend the legs a little bit forward, still on the diagonal. Now the legs are still in line with like the width of your rib cage. Bring them up, just like inside a really narrow corridor here, with your torso, even though the arms are outside of that line. Down on the right, take the legs forward, coming up on the right side, and back to center. We're back where we started. So now we're going right down the midline, and fold your knees into your chest. Very good. Now the following step of this is once you come down on the right, we circle the legs around to the left to come up on the left, and then we retrace the movement coming down on the left. So the legs start up and a little bit forward. We come up the midline into jackknife. You balance on your shoulders, your gaze up and back, twist to the right, go down so the right hip is on the roller. You circle the legs forward, a little to the right and around. Over to the left and pull them almost all the way in. Push down, lift your hip in the twist, in the corkscrew, and then center. Then we twist to the left to go down on the left side. Circle the legs a little bit out to the left and then low, but not that low. But draw a circle in the air, come around to the right, and then push down, come up with your hips, and you center with your feet over your third eye here. We're doing one more set, go down on the right. Or you can always go back to an earlier position we were practicing earlier. Here to the left, push down, lift up, you lift the pelvis, you lift the leg, twist to the left, you come down to the left side, circle around, you come up on the right, lift, center, and then come right down your midline. And then fold the knees in. So you can see why we practice the shoulder bridge first. That gives us the chance to practice going up and down with the body on the diagonal. After you get comfortable doing it with an elevated hip and with the circles, then you can start practicing it from the ground. All right, so from here we roll up to sit for saw. Open a little wider than your mat. You sit perched on your sit bones or on an elevated box or book or something. Reach the arms forward. Hands in the periphery, and we twist and dive over, stretch the arms out long in that position. Pull yourself upright, center, and then spiral here, twist and dive again. Up. As you spin to the right, as you weight into the left knee. Upright, center here, twist and dive over, right hip heavy. Stretch out your arms, stretch out your body. To come up, center here. It's really good to lengthen and feel this relaxing twist. Up, so here. Now it's essential when you do this that you have like the ability to twist your spine by accounting for any tightness you have in the low back and the back of your legs. So if you find it difficult to bend forward from the hips here, you should be elevating your spine, right? Or if when you sit down with the legs in front of you, your back is rounded instead of sitting upright in an S curve, again, you should elevate your hips. In the most extreme position, like being super tight, You might even do this from a standing position, and if that's better for you, go for it, right? Come all the way up, center, and then lower the arms, bring the legs together. And then we're going to flip over onto our bellies. Use the roller for your swan. Your arms can be a little wider than your shoulders, particularly if you're feeling tight today in the shoulders and chest. Ears split between the arms so your head is floating off the ground. So pull the blades back, engage your triceps and lats, pull the gaze in the chest forward and up the wall. Look up towards your hairline, towards the top of your forehead. And then slowly zip your belly into the mat, from the pubic bone to the navel, to the ribs, to the chest, and then flip the head and neck between your arms again. So we pull back with the shoulder blades, widening the collarbones to bring your gaze across the floor and up the wall towards the ceiling. And then you can press down and back with the arms to get a little bit more lift. And feel the stretch in the belly before you lower it down. The ab line is going to shorten as the back line lengthens. And you can push the roller away a little bit, just get a little bit more length in your lats. And then pull back with your lats. Propel the head just forward, coming up again. Heart rises. And then release it back down. And then we'll just push the roll aside and sit back in a child's pose. Give your back to the counter stretch. So if you want more opening in the hips, the knees are wide here. If you want more stretch in the low back, the knees are narrow. You can rest your forehead on the ground or overlap your hands or put your forehead on the yoga block. And just breathe into your back as the tail curls under and down. And then we're coming forward onto your forearms for single leg kick. This is a big stretch for the quads. If you haven't been stretching them recently, I'm kind of dreading it myself. So pull the chest forward up, and we kick the right foot in 1, 2, and down on the left. Pulse once, twice, and again. So really push down with your elbows, down with your forearms, down with your fists, or your palms can be flat on the ground, pressing into the floor there. Get a feeling of support through the shoulder girdle, and then you pull the chest forward and up, rounding here into thoracic extension. A little bit up, and just never collapse, right? You don't be sinking in towards the ground. You want to keep pulling away from the pubic bone, away from the thighs on the mat. We'll do one more set. So you think of the heels coming a little closer to your sits bones each time. And then let's lay them down and turn your head to the right. Overlap your hands on the base of your wrist and let the elbows fall. Take a deep breath in here, inhaling. Exhale, 3 beats with both legs. 1, 2, 3. More quad stretch, right? And then your feet go down, your arms stretch back. Maybe interlace the fingertips with the thumbs. And lift the chest, come down and look left. And we pulse again. Pumping, 2, 3. The legs are down, the feet press into the floor. You bring the arms back, if they won't intertwine with the thumbs and keep them straight, you might just bring the arms back behind you, come down to the right, and again, arms rise here, try to pull the shoulders back and in towards the tailbone. Down to the left last time. Legs work in unison. And then the hands stay low as you lift your chest. And again, hands by your shoulders, push the floor. Child's pose again. And then we'll stack the spine coming up. Actually here, let's go into quadruped just for a little bit of a change. So I'm going to move into our flying table from this. So when you stand here, spread your fingers wide, your palm is pressing into the ground. If it's hard for you to be at 90 degrees, you want to roll up the end of your mat. Or get like a towel, fold it. And you can take the heel of the hand higher than the fingertips. That takes a lot of pressure out of your wrist. Otherwise, you're on your mat. So we're going to think about pushing. So you're going to push the heels of the hands towards the knees and the knees towards the hands. And then pull the head forward and the tail back so that as you're pressing down with your arms, you're still also pulling back to engage your triceps and your abdominals. Now, let's stretch the right leg back, the toes on the ground, and pull the right heel of the hand towards the left knee and vice versa, and then bring the left arm forward and up. From that point, lift the right leg, push your glute, and imagine your back as a platform here that could support your roller from your hip to your tail. You're going to reach out long through your halo, out through your fingertips, out through your back foot. And the left side of your body is sort of suspended here from the right side. Another breath, reaching. The longer the body is, the more the connective tissue knits together and holds you taut. And then let's bring that left hand down and bring it under you. Just wag your tail a little side to side. And of course, we're doing the other side. So we're going to pull the left heel of the hand towards the right knee and the right knee towards the left hand. Take the left leg back. We do this to be sure that the pelvis stays level. And then you can extend the right arm forward. Try to stretch out. You're going to lengthen your waistline as you reach your head in one direction, the tail in the other. And then we can press into the ground through the two supports and lift the other leg up. Try to actively reaching in both directions at the same time. I imagine a big X across my back and then across my belly from one shoulder to the opposite hip, and then the same on the other hip. Hold that X steady while you hold this position and breathe. One more breath. The hand comes down, leg comes down, and let's go into, this is a Pilates cat exercise where you wag your tail to the left and you turn to the left and look for your imaginary tail. Then you wag your tail to the right and you can turn your gaze to the right and look for that imaginary tail. To get a little bit of side bending stretch here. Shifting your weight from side to side. And the side that you're side bending to, you can bend the elbow a little bit and push or pull the mat towards you. Right? That way you get some work into the tricep and into your core. Actually kind of nice to pull as you look to the right, pull the right heel the hand into the mat and you're pulling it towards your waist and push the left hand away. You feel a little bit more of a diagonal of the obliques than working for you. And then we can turn over, let's lay our back for shoulder bridge with some kicks. Keep yourself down, just fall, work your way down, work your core anytime you can in your articulation as well. The feet are grounded and just let your back broaden here as you're on the mat. Arms stretch forward so the shoulders are not hunched. Begin now with the pelvic tuck, roll the tail up, roll the hips forward, the knees forward, coming up and really push down into the ground as you lift the heart a little higher. From this point, let's bend your right knee into your chest, put the knee up to the ceiling, and then lift the foot to the ceiling. And we're going to stretch that foot forward and down. It might touch the ground, it might not. Flex to bring it up. So point, lengthen out. Flex to bring it up here. Point, reach it down. Eventual goal, or maybe your goal right now, I don't know, is to keep the hips elevated, bend your knee, listen to the ceiling, lower the foot, lower the heel. And now we press the foot down, pull the left knee up, and then extend the left foot with the lift of the leg, help you lift the pelvic half. And point down, flex to rise. Point down, flex and lift. Stand on the inside of the right foot, so you're engaging the inside of the right leg. One more. And point the foot, extend the knee up, lower the foot down, lift the hips up, even them off if they've descended. And then roll to the inner arm and curve your back down. Take your time coming down here slowly. And we release the tail at the end so the waist floats up. Let's do that again. We're going to start with the left this time. So first begin with the tuck and then bridging up and forward with the knees. So the shins were coming out. Attracted to magnets on the far wall. Push the arms down, push the shoulders down, lift the heart, and now pull the left knee in, put the knee, and then extend the foot, flex to go down, point to lift, flex down, point up. 2 more, and 1 more time. Lift the foot, bend the knee, lift the knee, lower the foot, lower the heel. And now we pull with the right knee in, extend the leg up, flex the foot, lift the heel, and flex down. Point to lift. Reach forward and down. Pull the strength of your standing leg. 1 more, press down, come up, lift the foot, bend the knee, lower the foot, lift both hips up, reach your glutes, and then roll through the inner arm. Curve your way down, relax your back, let it sink to the floor. Nice work. Here, let's come up to sitting or spine twist. Again, here's another place you can elevate your hips if your back line is tight. And the legs are together, flexed. Arms out and something forward from your chest. Rotate here to the right, pulse 1, 2, 3, lift to center and to the left. Pulse 2, 3, and back to center and hip right. Here and left. Bring out your waistline, stretch the arms long. Notice that you're not bringing your arm forward into a 90-degree angle. Try to hold the arms at 70 degrees apart. 1 more time to the left. Back to center and the arms descend. And then we're onto our backs for jackknife. So roll it back down. And we can pull the knees into the body. Extend the legs up and then let them slide forward a bit. We throw the legs up and over, push to the ground, lift your hips in the air, lift your legs up higher, and then slowly bring it down. Press forward with the heel of your hand into the mat to delay your descent. And then the legs reach forward again. Then you can also use a roller underneath to give you a slight elevation, a slight assist. Coming up, remember your gaze never turns to the side when you're doing a hip up in the air exercise.
Can you remind me, when the legs go up, do we want to go up or do we want to go over? I want to go closer to the chest or up higher?
So great question, because they sort of do both, right? Which is not a really
I feel like with the
helpful
roll,
answer. Yeah. So
roll over is closer to the floor.
So if you're doing roll over, which is, I don't know, I feel like it's a little easier in some respects. So in the levels, the official levels of Pilates are considered more difficult for this. But for roll over, the legs start together. You push down, you go over low with the legs. So they're sort of parallel to the ground. Open the legs, flex the feet, and then you roll your spine down, trying to bring the legs close to your belly, close to your chest. You would do 3 like that, and then you would press the legs together, take them apart now, go over with the legs apart, and then from that position, they close, and you flex, and you bring it on down. Now, jackknife is a more open position, so you could actually start when you first learn it, and this is one of the reasons it's confusing, that when you first start learning it, you go over with the legs low, and then you jackknife them up. And then you might pull them back low again and bring it down. But as you advance, the more advanced version is to keep the legs starting to bring them up higher and keep them as high as you can and bring it down. So the more open angle of the hips is more advanced, right? So here for the start knife, you try to come up and push it up to the ceiling, and you try not to bring the legs towards your body until you have to end up with more load into your body, your torso. That's it, good. Really, if I push the heel of the hand away from you, that lets the shoulders curve up and it allows you to get some flexion in your body on the way back down. That was great, right?
I haven't done it without the roller in years.
That's fabulous. I know. It's always so fun when we see things advance and we haven't necessarily been practicing exactly that. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing.
What's also weight loss?
That's also true. Yeah, congratulations on that as well. Nice. All right, so where are we? We still have some time. So I don't think we really got to do any side legs last time, so let's do a few of those. So legs forward, feet flex, and you can have your hands in front of your chest or more advanced hands behind the head. So we lift the top leg and we flex at the hip to bring the leg forward and pulse 1, 2. Point the foot, reach the legs back and pulse once and twice. Once again, double beat. Point, push it away, double pulse. Flex it, go forward. Point, press it away. One more time. Lengthen it behind you, use your glute and open your hip. Come back to center, lower the leg and rotate externally. We point to lift the leg high and then flex to bring it down long. Hold the space open between your legs and then squeeze it shut. One more, point to rise and flex to close. Reverse the foot, flex up now and point to press it down and out. Drag the space apart, squeeze it together, and one more time, flex. On your way up, point on your way down, and a double pay. You bend the knee, you slide the foot in, knee to the armpit, foot to the ceiling, flex, and straight leg all the way down. Point, glide, extend up, flex, reach it away, and one more like this. And then we reverse, up with a flex foot, point the foot, bend the knee, skate it down, reach both legs long, and then lift, point, bend, exhale, so look straight ahead. For the length in your legs, rise, point, bend, exhale all the way forward. Now rond de jambe, big circle forward, up, around, back, and through center. Try to pull your bottom elbow in towards your armpit and press your bottom leg into the ground. We're going to complete this circle and then reverse it. Take it back, open the hip, rotate the leg on the socket, bring it forward and around. Reach again. And your goal is not to move the torso opposite from the movement of the leg, but to hold it steady. All right, very good. So, yes, let's go onto our stomachs. And just overlap the hands, foreheads rest on your hands, and legs and turn out. And we're going to press the front of the pelvis into the ground, lift the legs, and clap your grasshopper. Close here. Couple more breaths. Working from the upper outer thighs and the upper inner thighs, and then rest down. Child's pose again. And then we stack the spine bottom to top, come up, turn it around, so we're now on the other side of the body. All right, so you want to be aligned from your shoulder blade to your tailbone and the legs forward 10 to 30 degrees. And then we pick up the leg and flex it forward, pulse 1, 2, take it back and reach again. Try to pull the neck long, lengthen your spine. And one set. Come back to center and lower the leg. Externally rotate, point to bring it up, flex to pull it down. Point up, flex, close, once more. And then reverse, flex high, point, lengthen it down. Draw some beautiful arcs in the air with the path of your foot. And then développé, slide it in. Extend up, flex, and close. Reach out a little further into space every single time. Now tap reverse, go up, point the foot, bend the knee, skate it forward, stretch your bottom leg too. Flex to rise, point and bend, skim it down the bottom leg, massage it down, and last one, all the way to the bottom. And now rond de jambe, big circle forward, up, around, back, and through center. Hold your stability by really pressing anything that's connected to the ground into your mat. And find that length in your body. Again, you want the opposition for more stability. And my final circle. All right. And we're just going to come up to sit and a little bit. So we'll anterior seal. So wrap your hands between your legs and then around your ankles. And lift your feet up in the air, curl the tail up and the belly back. Open and close from your hips to close 1, 2, 3. We roll back to balance on the shoulder blades. Relax and then we're forward. Looking at your abs the whole time. And when you're back in your shoulder blades, maybe think about lifting your tail a little bit higher. Give you a moment of suspension there. Last one. And then we're grounded and we're done. Yay. Thank you all for being here. And hopefully see you tomorrow or another time on